Good morning. I'm Pastor Ortiz from Las Vegas Community Church, and this morning I want to share a couple of scriptures with you. Uh, we've all heard the news. The virus is still spreading. It's only getting worse. And if you have had a person that's close to you, a loved one that has contracted this virus, and some of them have even passed away, let me tell you, God is in control. Sometimes we wish we could change things, but when it comes down to giving life and taking life, the Lord has it down to the second how long you're going to live, how long everyone is going to live. I want you to read with me the book of Jeremiah, if you have a Bible with me. Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plans that I have for you, saith the Lord, plans for you, for your welfare, and not for calamity, to give you hope and a future. See, God has a plan already for us. He has already prepared this plan for us. The thing is that when we listen to a lot of people speaking, sometimes we lose our focus and we forget all about God's plan. When we go through hard times, we forget about God's plan. When my son went to be with the Lord, all I could remember was that God had a plan for him, and that was to be reaching the lost. And in my mind, before that, because of all he was going through, all the situations, I didn't know he was already meeting that plan and if he was fulfilling that plan. And one day we were at the dining hall and we were having lunch. The church was gathered there, and my son came in and asked me, can my friends come and have lunch? Some of them haven't eaten in days. And I said, sure, go ahead, bring him in. Well, he brought about between 10 and 15 people. And in society, we would have all pushed them away because there were homeless people, drug addicts, alcoholics, you name it. The people that the church and sometimes the people just push them away. He had reached them and he was ready to feed him. And he had fulfilled his plan. I thought it was going to be years later that he would be evangelizing or ministering, but those weren't his plans. God had a plan, and he was getting ready to call him home. In the book of 2 Timothy chapter 4, Paul writes, for I have fought a good fight, I have finished my course, I have kept my faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his apparel. This was a word of encouragement. He was saying, I have finished my race. I have fought a good fight, a spiritual fight. Anytime that we fight a fight, it's not easy, physical or spiritual. But now's the time to stand up firm on God's word and fight this spiritual fight. We don't know when our last minute is. We don't know when our family's last minute is, our wives, the husband, the children, the pastors. We have no idea. But let me encourage you, fight that good fight. Stand firm on God's word. Keep your faith. There is a crown of righteousness waiting for you if you can only keep fighting that good fight. So I encourage you, don't focus too much on the virus and how much time you have to live, and is it going to come upon you? Is it going to take your life? Let me tell you, it's not going to take your life unless the Lord permits it. because the Lord has that last say-so. And He has already planned from the beginning to the end of your life. It's down to a second, and nobody can change it. You can blame it on a heart attack, on an accident. You can blame it on this virus, but it's already written down, and you have only certain amount of time. Fight that good fight. Encourage people to get closer to the Lord. There's a plan for you to reach the lost. Let's join together. Let's lift up people in prayer, and let's do what God has called us to do. And at the end, we can be like Paul. I have fought the good fight. God bless you. We're praying for you and love you. Have a great day.